So everybody, fresh from HiScore 2012, I'm very, very lucky to have with me over at RGP Layer tonight this year's winner and unofficial Twin Galaxies world record holder for Return of the Jedi, Martin Deem. Hey Martin.
Hiya.
So how's the weekend gone for you? Obviously you've walked away with the prize this time.
It's been very good. Quite knackered.
Wrists aching.
Pardon?
Wrists aching.
Not too much. Got a bit of cramp, but that's old age.
That time pilot machine was a little bit short on the stick, wasn't it?
It was a very short stick, but I can adapt to most things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tonight we wanted to have a look at Return of the Jedi, and you've been a player of Return of the Jedi for a long time, and it's been great to get you up here because I told you a few months ago I've managed to get the machine. Obviously been pulling my machine to bits tonight, telling me bits of it don't work and everything, but you still managed to do the all important thing. He's managed to kill the top score.
Sorry, Luke.
And NAD. No longer says NAD and LXW at the top of my scoreboard. RGP's nowhere on the scoreboard because I just can't seem to get anywhere near it. It now says MJD at the top, and I'm guessing that given it was 1.2 million, that's where it's going to be for a little while. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the footage of the very last level. And me and Martin are going to talk about it a little bit, but just in general, there's like a thing, isn't there, with the last level where you can build up a stack of lives or something like that?
Yeah, if you get up to 10 lives by the end of, or by the time you get 1 million, because that's when you stop getting lives, just die at certain points when you want to, and you can get a higher and higher score.
Yeah. So what level did you start at today? You started on the hard route, didn't you?
Yeah, because it saves a bit of time. It's a waste of time starting from the beginning.
And if you were going for the official world record, you wouldn't start on the easy level and work your way up with 0 points. You start at hard, is that right?
You could start from the easy level, but it would only give you a fraction more points if you're lucky by dying in the right positions and just point scabbing. So just start on level hard, really.
Okay, so any tips for anybody who wants to get into Return of the Jedi?
Little tip on the first round going through the trees, just stay centre screen when it starts, and you don't hit any trees or go through anything.
Yeah, I've got this sort of trick where after the wire trap things, sort of head to the bottom right of the screen, and you can sort of pretty much scoot along the entire edge of the forest that way.
You've got to be careful doing that, because them little Ewoks dropping the boulders on you, sometimes they get you.
Okay, well, let's watch the footage for the last level, and we'll do the player's commentary, not the director's commentary. So, Martin, this is you playing through level 8 on my Return of the Jedi. So, talk us through the forest scene here.
Right, this is me showing you how to go through the middle of the forest scene. So it's on. When you start playing it, just leave the controls central, and you can just dodge everything. You won't hit anything at all. When the speeders come in from the sides, just pull back a little bit so they can't get behind you, and just stay down the middle. You won't hit a thing.
It's interesting because I always your technique is to stay at the top of the screen for most part of it, and the bit where the guy flies across and the rocks drop on you, that's where I usually end up losing about 6, 7, 8 lives.
Well, I think I mucked up a little bit there. I didn't stay in the centre, but as soon as you make a little move off centre, you've got to just keep dodging and start playing properly again.
Okay, so this is the first round of the ATST level, and you were pointing out that my controls don't work, didn't have the thumb buttons wired up the right way around. We've fixed that since then, but
yeah, they were wired up opposite, so the sideways shot was the wrong way round. But it seems okay now.
These little intermission screens always grab me, where it cuts scenes to the death, attack on the Death Star.
I think it's just extra bits on the gameplay to keep you on your guard.
Yeah, and also to help you lose a life or two if you're an amateur.
Oh yes.
Hand, that's the bit usually where it says hands. I'll have that shield down. You've got to give us more time.
Just got to stay away from those two. Shoot that middle one and the next middle one, and you're through.
Are they pattern based by any chance? Some of these?
Always the same pattern.
Right.
That's
so
where
learn the pattern, learn the game thing.
Yeah, that's where you need the sideways shot. So you press the thumb and you shoot sideways.
Well, you see, you learn something new every day. Okay, so this is the first time round of the Death Star, isn't it?
On level 8, yes.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, you lost your two support craft.
See, that should be doing a circle there, but it's not. I always like to just bump them into the side because it always gives you double the points.
So when they... Oh, right, so instead of getting, say, 500 points, you get 1,000 points if they get bumped into the side.
Exactly, yeah. This is a hard one, so it's always best to shoot one side of all the turrets. After about an hour, a TIE fighter pops in, and it's just a little battle towards the end, and just stay ahead of the bullets.
Yeah, those of us who are kids of the 80s who watched the film religiously, multiple times on... little crash there. Multiple times on VHS. Are thinking of the whole attack on the Death Star sequence. Now, to me, it looked like the ship was able to pass through some of the posts then at various points, but I suppose it's just the way the isometric works on the...
Well, in this, you just get into a pattern on this. You just go side to side, and you just bump them into the barriers, unless you get killed like that.
But you weren't exactly going for the highest score ever. What you're actually going for was to correct the high score table error that I keep getting told I've got by.
Well, that one LXW.
Apparently that's an error in the high score table.
It's a weird error.
Anyway, that's corrected now, and obviously the ROM set has been refreshed quite nicely. And instead of saying NAD at the top, he'll actually be more perturbed because him and LXW have been fighting it out for my score table like crazy. So I think they'll be very happy. So thanks for spending your time and giving us a little insight into the mind of a Return of the Jedi player.
No worries.
Thanks very much.